So in the punk world we had the likes of the Sex Pistols and the Clash, and in the States there was Patti Smith and the Ramones, and in Germany there was Nina Hagen, which is whom I'm basing my look on today. Got the good old masking tape. And Nina Hagen she certainly wasn't the first punk musician by any stretch of the imagination, but she was sort of the first one to kind of glam it up. Like, she made punk really theatrical. She was around the same time as Patti Smith, but I think Patti Smith was more. Patti Smith certainly had her own style, but she wasn't really that glam about punk. More about sort of like the attitude. But Nina Hagen was like certainly one of the first punk stars to really sort of glam it up and make it look really, really theatrical. So just to warn you, this is going to be quite a theatrical look. Okay, I got some black liner by Clinique. And you think, why am I starting with the black liner? That's a bit weird. The reason why I'm starting with the black liner is because, annoyingly, Nina Hagen did have really, like, extreme looks, but they were all slightly different. There wasn't like one look that was the same. Basically, just have the hair wild, the eyes wild, and then it's basically what Nina Hagen had. But the liner underneath her eye was often kept the same. It was like a straight line across, so that's why I'm starting with that. And I'm using the tape because I want to get it as straight as possible, so hopefully the tape will work as a guide, because you don't want to go straight along your eye because your eye curves up like that. If you follow your eye, it will curve up. You want to get it as straight as you can, so if you move along the masking tape, it will hopefully help you. I think it's impossible to sort of determine who was the first punk star. I mean, you can probably go back to even the 50s, because I think the word punk just generally means when singing with attitude and rebellion, and I think every singer at some point has sung about rebelling against something, or singing with a bit of attitude against something. I mean, like, you could probably count the Kinks and the Who, like sort of 60s mod era, as being sort of like the earliest form of punk. The same again, masking tape, and line down there. I want this line to come just beyond my brow bone. So if you're doing this, if you're copying this for some bizarre reason, just bring it out just above your brow, because my brow hairs end there, so I'm bringing it out just about a centimetre above my brow. So if your brow hairs end there, I'd bring it a bit closer. Another annoying thing, well, another cool thing about this look, which would be cool for a makeup artist, but I'm not a makeup artist, is that it's annoyingly, looks are either messy or they're completely neat. This is a mixture of the two. It's like messy and neat at the same time. So it's quite, yeah, you have to kind of really work at it. If you don't want to use the masking tape, by all means don't. I'm just using it because I don't have the steadiest of hands. Now on the eye bit, it's really anything goes. Nina had so many different combinations of colour on her lids, so you can do this. Just slap on any colours you want to, messily or neat, it doesn't really matter. I'm going for a pink, I think. And I'm going to put this onto the lid. It's normally pinks and blues, so either one or the other. I was going to go for a blue. The reason I'm going for pink is because I've got, my eyes are bluey grey. I think pink would enhance them a bit more, that's why I'm going for pink. So, but if you want to go for blue, by all means do. Applying a W7 Neon Eyes pink eyeshadow, which is nice and intense. Next I'm going to use a green. I'm going to use Swimming by MAC. It's just a light sparkly green. And I'm going to put this, I don't know if to go like smoky or like patchy here. I'm going to start off patchy because I think can sort of go from patchy to smoky. You can't really recorrect smoky. So I'm going to basically just whack that on. Decide what I want to do with it later. Got a blue eyeliner by, what's it called? Rimmel, I think. Rimmel. And it's got Azure Shimmer. It's just a light blue. I'm going to pop this and line my upper lash line. And flick out there, and as I'm coming out here I'm going to do little strokes coming off. Now for the brows, really anything goes as long as you make them stand out. A common one that Nina did was that she would take her brow, give herself sort of like semi-angry brows, which I think I'm going to do that today. I'm going to go up the top of my brow and carry on. I give myself like a little eyebrow quiff. And I'm going to brush my hairs, back here my brow hairs. Because I've been growing my brow hairs out lately and I want to give them credit. And while I've got the black in my hand, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to, hang on. I'm going to put this black out and then bring a line downwards, like that. I love doing looks inspired by people who wore all kinds of different looks, because it means you can sort of like, you know, improvise yourself. You know, I mean, I'm not blowing my own trumpet by any stretch of the imagination, because I know there's some like, it's just the way I see it. I just think copying looks exactly is just boring. I mean, you know, so much more fun to sort of see a couple of looks and think, okay, how can I adapt that to me? Got some liquid eyeshadow by H&M. This is the silver one. I'm going to pop this just by the inner corner of the eye, just for some dramatic highlight. Actually, I've just decided I want to make that green a bit more. Oh, just change that camera. That's better. I decided I just want to make the green a bit more intense and more messy. I've decided I'm using Barry M's green crayon thing. It hasn't got a name, it's just number 3. I think I'm just going to give myself a little hot flick there. Make it all smoky. Okay, I think I left my mascara downstairs, so I'm going to do my blush quickly and then go get my mascara. I've got the Fan blush, which is going everywhere. Number 1, I think. Yeah, number 1. And it's really intense, which is what you need for a Nina Hagen. If you hadn't guessed already. You really want this blush to really stand out. Like really look over the top. Found it! This is just Rimmel Scandalise. Any mascara will do. I'm going to use that first of all to brush my brow hairs up. I've been doing that a lot recently. Just because. And onto the lashes. You can use falsies if you want to. I think, to be honest, I'm going to skip that part because the colours are so extreme. I kind of want to show it off. So I think falsies might overshadow them. Get my hair out of the way. And just a last minute whim, I'm gonna just take some concealer, lighten across those brows to lighten them slightly. Not to cover them, just to make them a bit lighter. Now, I don't know what to do with the lips. I don't know whether to do, I want to do something that clashes, like a colour I haven't done before. So I'm thinking either a red or a purple, and I don't know what I want to do. So I'm going to flip a coin. That'll do. Okay, heads red, tails purple. Heads, red it is then. The combination I'm using for this red lip is the combination I use every time I do a red lip, so I don't really need to repeat myself, but it's the MAC Hogan and it's going to be MAC Ruby Woo, which is my favourite to do. It's not my favourite red lipstick. I think MAC Lady Danger is my favourite red lipstick because I think I like a lipstick that is a bit quirky, and I think Lady Danger has that sort of orangey kind of quirkiness to it. But Ruby Woo is good if you want just a classic red Marilyn Monroe kind of lip. Pop on MAC Ruby Woo. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching my Nina Hagen inspired tutorial. I don't know if you could call it a tutorial. Yeah. So I'm sorry I've been away for quite a while. I've just been really busy, but hopefully I'll have some more looks in the pipeline soon. So hope you all are well, and I will catch you hopefully very soon. Ciao!